about the contribution that Josh Christmas made tonight?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, both ends, really. I mean, he's been working at his game day in, day out. There were times where he probably didn't think he was going to get a chance. And this league is like that. You're always going to get your chance. And you just have to be ready for it. And he was ready for it tonight. Like, he guarded. He got a big steal in the paint that led to a fast break. He obviously made all his shots, and the lob dunk was great as a capper. But it was a happy birthday for him today.
You had him on Harden pretty early on in his stint. Did you feel like that got him going a little bit to be able to have to guard him defensively?
Possibly. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. He took the challenge for sure, and he was up for it for sure. And we wanted to pressure as much as we could. And the hard part about pressuring Harden is, like, the backcourt, you're pressuring him, but then they set the screen so high that he's going downhill. So you have to kind of pick and choose your spots. And at first he struggled with it, but he learned and got better and really played well. I mean, he played a really solid game on both ends of the floor. And what I've been talking to him about is shot selection. His shot selection was great. It was either at the rim or his three. And really proud of him. Definitely proud.
How much was this about responding to the circumstances, the intensity maybe in the building, and then the run in the fourth quarter that you mentioned?
A lot. I mean, we're trying to really concentrate on us and all that. But, you know, it's a good team that we played, and obviously they were missing some guys, but the crowd got into it. And the way that we want to play as far as getting the ball up the floor quickly and fast breaks and threes, and there's a fun brand of basketball to coach. It's a fun brand of basketball to watch. And yeah, the energy in the building was great. And when we were kind of teetering a little bit, we made a couple plays that kind of got the crowd back into the game, which is very important for a young group.
Garrison Mathews seemed pretty frustrated with himself throughout the game. And I heard him say, I can't make open shots, I can only make contested shots. What can you say about how he continues to stick with it, and then how he was able to frustrate Harden down the stretch with those skills?
Yeah, I mean, that was the part, like the shots, I always feel like they're going to come around. He's going to come around. And whether it's his like space catch and shoot or coming off handoffs or pin downs, he's going to make a big one. And he did it, excuse me, he did again tonight. But the defense, where he was picking him up early and got the steal when he dove on the floor and getting his hand on the ball and that kind of thing, that was really, really good and something that he can build on for sure.
How have you seen your team's confidence grow during this winning streak?
A lot. Yeah, a ton. It's good when your hard work pays off, and when you are fighting so hard to get out of the hole that we were in, and then slowly but surely your hard work starts to pay off, and your ball movement, 23 assists and ball movement, keys, good stuff for your teammates, and the spirit of our group is high. Like we're in a good spot right now. So yeah, I would say the adversity that we went through prior to this point has made it even sweeter. But yeah, we're feeling pretty good about ourselves.
Stephen,
Go ahead,
DJ Augustin, he's on the floor. What's that best for your team?
He's so solid, and he's seen it all. And his, like tonight, when he would get in there and either make a play for a teammate or the and one layup, or the big three, like he just knows what he's doing on the floor. And it's a big thing for us to have a calming influence when we're kind of struggling a little bit, because Eric got thrown out. Now it's on DJ to get us to the finish line. And I have the ultimate confidence in DJ that he can do that because of his experience, because of the experience I've had with him. But his know-how is through the roof.
Stephen, what did you think of just overall about your guys, your fight tonight? I mean, that was a game. Maybe you don't win that game a month ago last season. I mean, you guys basically refused to let in that game, to give that game away, and kept attacking for 4 quarters.
Yeah, I mean, our fight has been really good in this stretch. And, you know, when you go through adverse times and you fail, it's good to have some where you kind of fight through and you build on that. And that's what we're doing. We've had a handful of games like this where we're like 12, 14, and then it gets cut to 6. And now what? And we are responding to those moments and making big shots and executing down the stretch, which was something that we weren't doing early. And we're finding ourselves a little bit in those moments, which is great.
You put Garrison on Harden down the stretch. Was that a reaction to how hard he was playing tonight, or was that something you've seen from him before defensively?
That was pretty much a reaction of what he did tonight. I felt like his size was more than fine, but his activity really helped us on the ball and being up into him and doing everything he could to make it hard on him. And, you know, it's such a hard guard. I mean, James is so good and you really have to try really, really hard against him. And there's no guarantee that that's going to work, but Garrison did that in the 4th quarter. And, you know, most of his defensive plays this season have been off ball or charges or whatever. And, to see him do it on ball tonight was good and hopefully something that we can kind of build on.
You mentioned the ability to make shots down the stretch of games. Has the fact that multiple guys have been giving you these shots become a strength of the team?
Yeah, I mean, our shooting is definitely becoming a strength of our group. Our spacing, as a result of our shooting, has become a strength of our group, and we need to continue to lean into that. We're certainly not afraid to shoot, and we're certainly not afraid of the moment at this point. But yeah, our shooting is really a big part of why we're having success, because it's leading to rolls and finishes and crashes on the offensive glass, but also makes. And we're scoring so much more. Like, we were struggling to get to 95 before, and now we're at 114. Which is a result of our shooting.
It seemed like Josh was more empowered to shoot when he was on the floor with DJ or with LP or other guys who kind of play make, and he could get in those spots more. Is that the role that you'd like to see him in going forward?
Yeah, I'd like him to be like a combo where he can handle it and play off the ball. And tonight he had the opportunity to play off the ball and catch and shoots and that kind of thing, which is something that we're going to need from him, but he needs to continue to develop his on-ball, point guard type stuff. And not bad for a 19-year-old, I mean, we're asking a lot of these 19-year-olds, and they're stepping up, which is great.
20, Coach.
Oh, he's 20 tonight. No, we only have 4 19-year-olds now. What am I gonna do? He's a grizzled vet.